This is a quick video meant only for those of you who care. I'm not doing very good. I'm still upset. As far as I'm concerned, understandably justified over the events that went down online yesterday. Something bad happened today regarding my mom and Omar. I'm not going to get into it right now because I don't want to. Suffice to say, I got upset with her because staying calm and whatnot, she doesn't take it seriously. Believe me, you don't live here, you don't know. If I don't get upset with her when she endangers Omar, when she doesn't take it seriously. And what happened was bad enough, but it could have easily been a lot worse, and she needs to fucking take me seriously, you know? You need to not have that fucking leash on the dog in the house, and if I have to get upset with her to get her to understand that, you know? The fact is, we'd already decided to not have the dogs on the leash in the house. And then I just gave up because when I went to Joe for those 3+ months, I came back and the dogs were on the leash. Both dogs had the leashes on, and I know the entire time I was gone, seeing in one ear, out the other. I'll tell you another time. I'll also give you background so you can understand that good news is angel stones are down by 40%. We went to the vets today, and the stones are down, and that's just in a short amount of time. Then my mom and I came home, and we had set up an appointment so Elmer could get his rabies shot, and you can't just, you have to get an exam anyway, so I'm like, we might as well do his nails too, since I'm paying for a friggin' exam just so I can get the rabies shot. Her oblivious, sometimes I'm just shocked by it, literally, just shocked. Like I told the woman driving me and Omar to the vet, you know, I could have easily this could have easily been an emergency situation, you know. Thank God it wasn't. Because of just what just happened, and then I have to hear her saying, "You told her?" Yeah, I told her. I'm fucking human. What do you want, Mom? You don't want me to say anything about you to my therapist. You don't want me to say anything to you about anything. You just want everything to be kept secret, you know? I just wanted to crawl in bed and go to sleep, but then I looked at the time. It's going to be time to walk home. The woman who takes care of Angel. Well, how was she? How was your mom? How did she deal with the 2 dogs and whatnot when you were at Joe's for the 3+ months? That's the question of the hour, woman who takes care of Angel. What we don't see, we don't know what fucking happens when we're not around. You know? I do know I've had to yell at her before because she acts like if someone comes to the door, my God, it's the end of the world, especially if it's Queen M, you know? I've had to tell her, I don't care if the fucking Queen of England or the President's at the door, Mom, you make sure Omar's safe so he doesn't run out the door, you know? I found out it happened a couple times where she didn't pay attention, he ran right out the door. Everything I tell her what to do goes out in one ear and out the other when I'm not around. I've learned that because every once in a while I'll test it and see what's going on, you know. See if she's doing what I've trained her to do regarding the dog, regarding whatever. And nope. Omar got out more than once while I was at Joe's. She wasn't going to tell me. That guy she liked, who she fantasized, you know, was going to marry her or whatnot. And meanwhile, he's my age. Not that that couldn't have happened, because it certainly could have. We've seen it in real life, we've seen it in Hollywood. But the fact remains, if he's ignoring you, then you know that he doesn't have any interest in you. You know, Mom? I met him and he let it slip what had happened while I was at Joe's. And then my mom told me it had happened too when Auntie came over. And there's no reason for it. Because you don't open the fucking door until the dog is safely in the crate or the carrier or whatnot. At that time it would have been the carrier because the crate came when the crate came after when I bought it when I was in Bobby's. The fact is, you guys can think what you want. You can think I'm a terrible, horrible fucking human being for getting upset with my mentally ill mother over things that aren't her fault. So whatever. Hate me. You can't hate me any more than I hate myself. I know people take that attitude. It's not her fault. I know, so I'm just supposed to stay calm regardless. Regardless, just right? Well, my therapist says no, and so did the woman who did it, you know. Because I was crying in the car. Like I just got upset with my mother, but listen to what happened. You know. Basically, I said to her, what's wrong with you? Do you want something bad to happen to Omar? You know? I might as well just tell you guys. I'm on my computer in here, okay? The woman who takes care of Angel is going to be coming to pick me up. Me and Omar have to go, you know, so I jumped on my computer a little bit. I come out there. My mother is lying on the couch with her eyes closed, oblivious to the fact that Omar has jumped down from the couch. The leash is he's right like this. The leash is wrapped around his leg, and she is lying on the leash completely oblivious to the fact that the dog is stuck next to the couch with the fucking leash wrapped around his leg because she's lying on it oblivious, okay? Now, first of all, she was oblivious to the fact she was lying on his fucking leash, and he doesn't understand. He doesn't know. He jumps down. Had that leash been a little bit shorter, we would have had an emergency situation because it would have snapped his leg. Okay? So you want to fucking think I'm a horrible person for getting upset about my mental illness when it's not her fucking fault? You go right ahead, any of you. I don't care, okay? Because I did get upset. Alright? I come out and my poor dog, my mom's lying there. She's on the friggin' leash. The dog is stuck next to the couch with this much leash up. She's lying on it, okay? And this has happened before where she's lying on the leash, but he hasn't decided to jump down from the couch. And I've said to her before, I'm like, Mom, you're lying. She's not aware that she's lying on the fucking leash, that she insists on keeping the leash on the dog and won't take me seriously. Even, like I said, how do you think it made me feel when I left? When I had trained her to not have the leashes on the dogs, I come back from Joe's for over 3 months, and the leashes are on the dogs, and I know they were like that every single day the whole time. She doesn't take me fucking seriously, okay? Period. She doesn't take me fucking seriously. She thinks because nothing's happened, it won't happen, alright? Omar was twisted up in the goddamn leash, all tangled, while she's lying on the leash with this on the couch, oblivious to the fact that Omar has jumped down, okay? There have been other examples a while back, but I'm totally sure, there have been other examples of that. I mean, I can't close my mind. You know, it's bad enough you're lying on his leash. You're not aware that the poor dog has jumped down and he's stuck and he's tangled and his leg could have easily broken or snapped had there just been a tiny bit less leash. And that's what I come out to see while she's oblivious. And then I try to tell her you're oblivious. You didn't even know it. Yes, I did. No, you fucking didn't, Mom. Your eyes were closed. You weren't aware until I said something. She lies too, you know. I told you the other day, I've been training her for years. And when she, you wrap, and I do the same thing because Omar's strong, and I'm way stronger than my mother. You wrap the leash around your right hand. You don't walk out of this house unless this leash is wrapped tightly, around your right hand. Your right hand's your dominant hand, okay? The other day, she's taking him out for a walk. And I happen to just look, every once in a while I test her to see if she's doing what I've trained her to do to keep Omar safe. And I look, and she's just got the leash, just not even wrapped around tightly, just holding it just nonchalantly in her left hand. And of course, when I say anything to her, because like I said, what I don't see, who knows what happens when I'm not around, when I'm not here to see, okay? When I said something to her, she's like, I was going to switch it over, but you hadn't. You were already starting. You were already down the drive. You were already, how do I know you were going to switch it over? I just happened to catch you. It shouldn't have been like that at all. It should have already been wrapped around your friggin' correct hand tightly, just like I do when I walk over. And see what I mean? But she'll deny it. That's what gets me. Even just now, like I said, on the couch, she's just there, totally oblivious with her eyes closed. Omar's stuck next to the couch with a leash wrapped around his leg, and he can't move, he can't get away. And I'm sorry, but people have told me before, dogs have strangled themselves, but he's on a harness, but jumping off of something and there's not enough leash. But this was different. He had just enough, but he was lucky he had enough. It just was chance. And then when I catch her, because I'm sure she was dozing off, falling asleep or whatever, I'm like, Mom, look it over. And then when she's getting up, it's making it worse. Because she's like going on it more, and it's stuck around his leg. And that would never happen if like I said, you pick your battles, and it was such a battle with me. Even when we had Angel, we had 2 dogs, she doesn't want the leashes off of them because it's too much inconvenience to put the leashes on them to take them out, And she had the same damn attitude with her own dog, because she's always kept the leashes on them, okay? But imagine where I had explained to her how important it was. Even when my cousin was here, she noticed it. She's like, it's ridiculous, those leashes around those dogs. She noticed it. But you can't get anything through to her. Nothing. And I tell that to the woman who came in. She's like, yeah, I know that's your mom's illness. I know, but she feels bad for me. Whereas a lot of people just think I'm scum, you know. Those motherfuckers don't have a fucking clue who went after me for so-called elder abuse. What a bunch of baloney. A fucking bunch of baloney. They just wanted her fucking money. Unbelievable. Nobody who lives here has a fucking clue what I go through with her, okay? She won't take anything seriously. You know? I believe in being proactive. Something might not happen for a year, but then something that happens might be really bad. My cousin was here. She noticed it. The woman who takes care of Angel was like, yeah, I've noticed she keeps those leashes on the dogs. Remember, Angel stayed here for a whole week while the woman went on vacation. She's like, and when she comes back, she sees. She's like, I noticed she keeps leashes on the dogs, but, you know, what could she do? She can't say anything. But she's like, yeah, I don't do that. I don't think that's a good idea. It's, you know. When I first moved in here, Omar was crying. This was 3 years ago. Omar was crying. I said, why is Omar crying, Mom? Oh, I don't know. Is he? It turned out he was wrapped around her rebounder in her bedroom. The door was closed. She'd closed him in there, and he'd gotten tangled on the rebounder because of the fucking leash, okay? Another time, she'd locked him in the laundry room accidentally, or her bedroom accidentally, but didn't even hear him crying, didn't even realize I heard him, okay? I mean, these things happen. Being locked in somewhere is not, you know, but this fucking leash is an accident waiting to happen. Another time, she's taken something, a big Pyrex hot something out of the oven, and oblivious, I had to say something to her, oblivious to the fact that the two dogs don't understand the heat. They're both their leashes. I come out, I'm like, Mom, the two dogs, she's just oblivious to the two dogs with the leashes running around her feet. She's holding this hot thing. She could be hurt. The dogs could be hurt. Why not just accept the fact that the dogs shouldn't be in the leashes? No, it's inconvenient to her. And her illness makes her fucking selfish. It's inconvenient to her to have to put either dog on the leash. And then the woman who takes care of Angel, she's like, well, with Angel, why would she do that? I mean, Angel's pretty easy. You call her and she'll I don't know, because she's used to it. Because that's what she does. That's what she was doing when I was staying in the fucking shelter for 6.5 months. You know? And she's not stupid, people. You understand? If she can grasp the fact of what happened in Paris and what this and that, whatever, why can't she grasp the fact that those leashes being on these dogs are a danger to us, to the dog, to, you know, why can't she? She can grasp what's going on in the world to a certain extent, but she can't grasp that. Why? Why? You tell me, because I don't understand. She just thinks I'm being overreacting or whatnot, basically. So that is why I had to say to her, like, Mom, what is wrong with you? How could you not realize it? You know, Omar's leg could have broken. You're lying on his leash, and he's there all tangled, right, stuck to the couch, because that's all. You're lying on his leash, oblivious, and you don't even know. I didn't know.